Give God your glory. Rise, shine. Give God your glory. Rise, shine. Give God your glory. I'm a soldier of the cross. Salvation that without eternity there is nothing. So thank you for giving us something, which is your Son, Jesus Christ. Then leave us out in the abyss of nowhere, but you brought us into thy kingdom. Could have left us floating out in the abyss of nowhere, but you brought us into your kingdom. Oh, mighty Jesus. Because you're a good God. Have mercy. Have mercy upon mankind here, there, and everywhere, and in every situation. For you know, even though you know we have compassion to pray for people, but you already know. So have mercy, Jesus. Have mercy on all your creation. Bless this service here that we pray we will receive a blessing from thee. This prayer we pray is in thy name. Let our hearts say, Amen. Love you in Jesus' name. Love you in Jesus' name again, church. So good to be here. We don't plan to be too long. Just pray that God will come by and give us a blessing. And pray that he will get the glory out of what we do here today. Yes, Lord. Oh, how we love him here at Christ Church. Amen. The older I'm getting, church, the more I'm seeing where wealth is. Really I am, church. I'm seeing where wealth is. And I had this scripture in mind as I was thinking about what wealth is. Thought about what Isaiah said in the 26th chapter of Isaiah. You know, you get old and life gets to be shocking to you, church. All the little things used to nip in the bud, and now they become, they linger. Yeah. You said, boy, life strange in the church. Life comes and throw you all tight curves. It's nothing like you thought it would be, how you dreamed it would be. Yeah. You had all those dreams and didn't know that not only the dreams may not materialize, but you begin to decrease and even in your physical stature. Yeah. You didn't realize that when you were 13, 14, 15, you thought you could conquer the world. Nothing can hurt me. Amen. I'm invincible. Don't hurt nowhere. Can't nobody tell you nothing at that age. Because you're always feeling good in the body. Don't have no responsibilities. But I'm of age now, and I'm seeing now where wealth is. Isaiah says, he said, thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. When you was young, you didn't really think about peace. You thought about your dreams coming true. Thought about what you wanted to be in life. But as you get old, and I've been around the corner a few times, I've been up and down the hill, now you see it's important. The wealth is you want peace. They say they have this slogan for the historically black colleges in America. They say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I was thinking it is, church. It is. If you got your mind this morning and it's not stayed on Jesus, it's a terrible thing to waste. You see people riding up and down the street in their fancy, nice cars, and you don't know where their mind is. You don't know, church. And it seemed like you would give anything to be on this side of the fence. I want to be where their grass seemed like their grass was a little greener. And only if you knew what was on their mind. You don't know what's on the mind of an individual. It pays to be kind. It pays to have compassion. Yes. It pays to be swift to hear because you don't know where somebody's mind. You don't know if they're wasting their mind. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a terrible thing to waste. You don't know who's wasting their mind. You don't know, church. This is a world and it seems like it's big, but it's not big when you think of the mind that people got. Because most people mind in the same situation, the same frame of mind. Want peace. Used to want that little pretty girl. I used to want that handsome man, but now I want me some peace. Amen. Life done beat up on me. I got away. Come on, somebody. Yes. I ride in the church today and I told God, I said, people say if I only knew then what I know now. And I said, God, I'm glad I didn't know then what I know now. I'm glad, church. Amen. Because what I know now, and I know I want to incorporate Jesus in it. And what I know now, go back to where I used to be. Good God, I'd be dead. Man, I'd be dead. Oh, you don't know what somebody's mind is. Hallelujah. People who have mental illness, you don't know how they see things. Seem like they just ought to see it like you see it. This is why you have to have compassion. You don't know what somebody's mind is. God didn't make us all the same. God got it like this, church. Got mental illness in this world. Good God Almighty. To let you know you need His grace at all times. Because you don't know how you're going to go in harm's way because of somebody's mind. Somebody's mind could have them programmed to come and just kill you and they don't know what they're doing. Amen. It has happened to somebody because somebody's mind. It's a terrible thing to waste. It really is. But now this is what we want now. As the older we get, we see that giving me a mansion, that's my wealth to me now. Giving me a Cadillac, that's not wealth to me now. That's not wealth, church. Amen. Wealth is for me to wake up in the morning and let me have my health and strength. Amen. And not to mention a sound mind. That's what wealth is, church. Don't let anybody fool you. Amen. That's what wealth is. Oh, go to nursing homes like I do. I live at nursing homes, and I do it because it keeps me humble. Yes. It lets me know that I love the Lord and I'm a person of humility. I love people. To see what you can encounter in this life. Not realizing when your mind is not right. It's a terrible thing to waste, church. And listen to what Jesus said. Turn with us, church. We're not going to be long. Listen to what Jesus said in the book of St. Luke. This is what he said in the 23rd chapter. I've been thinking about this as I was coming to church. 23rd chapter of the book of St. Luke. Listen to what the Lord and Savior in the 34th verse in the book of St. Luke. Listen to him, church. Then said Jesus, he's the Father, God Almighty. God down on the cross, in the flesh, the Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Their mind is not right. This is what he was saying. They don't know what they're doing. Dr. Houseworth said right before we got up, he said, everlasting. And we don't know what we're doing. They knew not what they were doing because people didn't know that, excuse me, church. Eternity is everything And people don't realize it. Eternity really is everything.
Yes.
That's right.
It really is. When Jesus said he came to give life and give life more abundantly, he wasn't talking about giving you success in life. That's not what abundantly is. You could easily say, well, Jesus said without him you can do nothing, so it got to be Jesus for me to have accomplished and accumulated all these material things I have, because he said, without me you can do nothing. What Jesus was saying, that without him you don't have life. Because life has no consequence. Well, carnal life does, because carnal life ends in death. But Jesus was talking about life. He was talking about life.
Yes.
Life don't have no death to it, not the life Jesus came and brought to earth. And what he was saying, without this life, you have nothing. Without this life, you can do nothing.
That's it.
Because whatever you do, it has a duration, it ends.
Yes.
It's victimized by death. And this is what he meant by, without me, ye can do nothing. He said, the words I speak, they are spirit and they are life.
Yes.
And we don't realize that no matter where you go, you get on a plane today and go to the beautiful country of Italy. Then leave there and drive down to Paris, France.
Yes.
They go over to Switzerland.
Yes.
Because you live in life. And Jesus said you're doing nothing, because that life has no the life. And this is what I am. I'm bringing the life. I'm not bringing you coming out of your mother's womb, but I'm bringing life.
Yes.
I am life. This is what they didn't understand about Jesus. Pretty daughter, if you don't get me, you don't get anything. Handsome son, if you don't get me, you don't get anything. Oh yes, I did. I got my college degree, Jesus. I got it on the wall, and they gave me a reward for it. They gave me honor. I was summa cum laude. Jesus said you don't have anything because you don't have life. You're wasting your mind because it's not on me. This is what man don't realize, that Jesus, he is everything. He got to be everything.
Yeah.
He's the only man that died, and you can't go nowhere in this world and dig up his remains. He's the only man. Don't that say something? You can't dig his remains up. This is why we said this morning when his mother told the world, whatever he say, do it. He earned the right for you to do whatever he said. Because nobody can go and dig up his remains.
Come on now. Come on.
The only man that ever came to earth, died, and went back to hell. Come on.
Yes.
It was easy for Jesus said, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Amen. I'm coming home now. I'm coming home.
Thank you, Lord.
But I want you to know I'm going to leave some, and you better not violate the Holy Ghost. Without the Holy Ghost, you have no. And this is what people don't realize. They don't go after the Holy Ghost. The Holy Ghost is the only thing in the world that has life. The peace that you're looking for, the Holy Ghost is the only thing in the world that has it. Because you get a new car, 3 years from now, it's going to keep you in the dealership because you got to keep you in the repair. They got computer chips on it. And then your sensation with that car is going to wear down. You get a mansion, 20 years from now, maintenance, you're going to lose sensation with it.
Amen.
Because it's not the life. You're going to marry a pretty woman with a Coca-Cola bottle. 15 years from now, the sensation is going to wear out because it's not life. Jesus is life. Come on, somebody. Then what happens is you go and try to get another Coca-Cola bottle, shit. You do it over and over again.
No comment.
Because you don't have life.
Amen.
He's all right in the church.
All right.
This is the truth. This is the God of heaven truth. And Jesus said, I am the vine, God Almighty.
That's right.
We didn't know what he was saying. We didn't know what Jesus was saying. And you have to think about this God coming down, dwelling among doves.
Come on.
God in the flesh,
Yeah.
dwelling among doves. Come on,
Mm.
man. Try to put yourself in God's shoes.
Mm.
What could we have did to Jesus? How could we have killed Jesus? He said, I laid down my life.
Yeah.
How can we kill? We can't kill Jesus. God coming in the flesh. And he said, see, I'm the vine. You're the branches. Without me, there is nothing.
Amen.
Because when you get life, there ain't no funerals to life.
That's right.
You don't need my relative Greg Levy to bury you when you get life.
Amen.
You don't need to have went to the funeral you went to on yesterday when you get life.
Yeah.
There's no funerals to the life that Jesus was talking about.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
And as we said this morning, you would think that this is all the preaching you need to get people saved. You don't have to use no other wisdom but to tell people, do you realize you're going to die? That should get you saved right now.
Come on.
You shouldn't have to go and use all these old spiritual wisdoms and allegories and scenarios
Yeah.
to try to get people to get right with God. All you got to do is say, brother, you realize you're going to die. And when you die, that represents you can't be anything. I tell people all the time. I was talking to a Muslim brother once. He was talking, he was being profound. I said, well, bro, think about this. I said, have you thought about this? What's that, baby? I said, anything that dies, how can it be anything? You ever thought about that? I said, what do you think the definition of death is? What could it be? I said, is it safe to say it's nothing? I said, it's safe to say that he hadn't thought on that.
Oh, my.
He stopped in his tracks. He hadn't thought on it. I said, my brother, anything that died, he thought I was going to try to match him with the wit that he had displayed with me. And I wasn't going to try to touch all that wisdom he was saying, all that articulate talk. I just said, bro, you're going to die.
Amen.
I said, do you realize? So I was saying, tomorrow you may not be able to say what you say today because they may be reading about your name in the obituary. Come on, somebody.
That's the truth.
This is all you got to preach to get people saved. It should be.
Yeah.
It should be, shouldn't it?
Should be.
But we got to go and preach this. This is what we got to preach. Come on, somebody. We get ready to go home. Turn with us to the book of Psalms. You know, you got to always get David and his boy Solomon there some kind of way. David and Solomon, boy, they were saying some things about God. But look what Solomon's father said, David, in Psalms. I think it's the 116th division of the book of Psalms. And we're going to get ready to go home, church, because we do love you. And, you know, they said don't take all day. It don't take all day, church. The old folks say you either going to do it or you're not. You're going to either do it or you're not going to do it. That's my brother. I love them old folks. Them old folks are something else.
Amen.
Yeah, he gonna do it or he ain't gonna do it. And in them old days, boy, you were always judged by your family for some reason. Oh, his daddy, you better watch him though. His daddy didn't do nothing. You know, he's always said. Don't pay that boy no mind. His daddy was, you know what I'm saying? Them old folk were tough, church, but we have to preach this. We have to tell people this is what David said in 116th division of the book of Psalms in the first verse. He said, I love the Lord because he has heard my voice and my supplication. All of us got them supplications. And I'm sure we all love the Lord, especially in words. We do. because he has inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live.
Yeah.
We have to have God incline his ear unto us, church, in this life.
Yes,
Because we go through so much. We deal with so many things. We have to call on God.
Yeah.
But in life, you don't do nothing but dwell with God in the life Jesus brought.
Yeah.
You don't go to heaven and still dealing with them neighbors across the street just won't act right. You don't go to heaven and still have to get up early in the morning and go to that job that you just, God almighty, church.
Yeah.
I'm tired, but I got to go to work. You don't do that in heaven.
Amen.
I better take a shower. I'm perspiring. I better go. You don't do that in heaven. You just dwell forever. Come on.
Amen.
This life, it doesn't exist in heaven.
Yeah.
Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. You dwell with God in the life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to say, because he has inclined his ear unto me, therefore will I call upon him as long as I live.
Yeah.
As long as you live. You don't have that in heaven.
That's it.
You dwell in heaven forever.
God Almighty.
The sorrows of death compass me. This is David. You don't have that in the life. The sorrows of what? Come to death. There's no death in the life. And this is what people can't see. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yeah.
They know not what they do. They don't see that Satan was created to be a distraction. And all he has is the glory of the world. And to prove it, this is what he offered Jesus. He offered Jesus all he had. You see the glories in the kingdom I give you, bow down and worship me. Jesus was saying even then, forgive him, for he know not what he's doing.
Amen.
He don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing. He's going to give me what? Then Jesus said, it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God. He told Satan this, thy God. And him only shall thou serve, and Satan was gone. Because the word Jesus speak. And Jesus said, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God. He was talking about the life, eternity.
Amen.
Everything about Jesus is life.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is what people don't see.
That's right. Amen.
Well, people want to go and make religion all this sin. They want to beat down on folk with their low down sins and just tell them, people, and if you don't see that your life in this world ain't hitting on nothing without Jesus, you can get people saved.
Amen. Absolutely.
You can get them saved.
Yes.
Everybody want to condemn everybody on the sin they commit.
Amen.
And we tell people that if you're not born again with the life,
Amen.
That's it.
you may not go and have that sex promiscuity with a young lady, but if you still ain't got the life, you don't have anything.
Amen.
You may not steal, you may not dupe this lady out of $160,000 like that man did in Atlanta the other day. Beat this lady out of $160,000, telling this lady he loves her, he gonna marry her. And this lady giving that man all her money. She wanted a husband. She getting that man.
Yes,
He must have been some kind of brother.
Amen.
I don't want to know the line he would use. God Almighty. That man had a line, didn't he, church? Come on, church. He had a line.
God Almighty.
Beating his lady out of all the money. His son. And Jesus came to give us the life.
Yeah.
You may not do that, and if your mind is still being wasted because you're not born again.
Yeah.
Boy, Jesus got so much wisdom. Church is so much wisdom in the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
If you would just see it.
Yeah.
Like we said about the atheist. The atheist said, show me that God exists. You can't show nobody God exists. Especially when we're in number grass that withers away. How you going to show us something?
Yeah.
How you going to show it to us, church?
Man.
Because one day we won't be here to see it. We wither away.
Amen.
Intellectual people, atheists, they wait on a natural phenomenon, or they want to see it on a document somewhere that God exists. You can't do it.
Yeah.
If you don't have God in you, you'll never sin.
Amen.
This is how God set up that way. Christ in you. This is God set up that way. Christ in you, the hope of God.
That's right.
Jesus without Christ in you, because you'll never sin. You're not going to see him in the textbook. Come on, somebody. He's all right in the church.
It's all right. Yeah.
David said, then called I. No, listen, he said, the sorrows of death compass me, and the pains of hell get hold upon me.
Yeah.
I found trouble and sorrow. This is what you have in this life.
Amen.
Not in the life that Jesus was talking about.
Yeah.
You have troubles in the world.
Yes.
Folks always troubling you. They'll trouble you in this world. Yes, they will.
Yes, Lord.
Man will trouble you.
Yes.
He will trouble you to destroy you.
Yes.
Yes, he will. David said, I found trouble in a number, sorrow. Everything I did, I got rich, but it was sorrow with it. Come on, church.
Yeah.
Sorrow. When I took all them folk money and I had sorrow with it.
Yes.
Come on, church. I thought that was what I wanted. But I'm riding today in this big fine car, my mind is being wasted. Because I want some peace.
Yes.
Jesus already said that I'm the vine.
Yes.
This is what he was saying. I'm the vine. Without me, you can't have anything.
Yes, Lord.
You thought you were talking about I can't have I can't be successful. I want to be successful. You were talking about you don't have life without me.
Yes.
Because everything else down here is not because it withers away. And we can't see this. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. This is how you see Jesus spiritually.
Yes.
This is how you see him. People can't see this with them. So what they do, they justify their Holy Ghost. They justify their salvation by running, telling you about how bad you are in sin. How low down and no good you are in sin.
Amen.
And if you go and open people's mind up and show them that what you see in the mirror, you're seeing nothing. You have to show them that shit. What you're seeing nothing. Because it didn't come from heaven.
Amen.
Man, the dust of it. That's how great God is.
Yeah.
Came and took dust. God in the flesh came and worked with what was there. He said, I take the dust. I'm God.
Amen.
What can you do?
Amen.
I take the dust. I'm God. Come here, dust. Made a man out of dust.
Amen.
People don't believe it, but you can die today and you can cut costs by having an undertaker to put your loved one out in your yard for fertilizer.
That's right.
Don't
Amen.
That's true.
even have a cremation no more. Come on, tell me God can't do that, church.
That's right.
This is what he's trying to say. Because you don't come out of hell. Jesus said, come on, church. Jesus didn't need no tombstone.
Come on now.
No grave. Come
on now.
Hold him.
Yeah.
Mary didn't have to go out and get some money. Tell me we need a tombstone. Come on, church. A tombstone? What you talking about? I ain't gonna be in no grave. I'm gonna go back to him on the man. Get it? Oh, shit. We don't see it. We getting ready to go home, church. We getting ready to go home. Then call out upon the name of the Lord. Oh Lord, I beseech thee, deliver my soul.
Yes.
Church, you can't go down to your boss man and tell the boss man to deliver your soul. Increase my pay and my soul will be delivered. Oh, God Almighty. You can't go to the president and say, pass this bill and my soul will be delivered. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Come on, church. Forgive them for they know not what they do.
Amen.
Forgive them for they know not what they do. They don't know who Jesus is. David said, deliver my soul. My soul ain't connected to my car. My soul ain't connected to my house. My soul ain't connected to my wife and children. It's my soul. Deliver my soul.
Yes.
Come on,
Amen.
This is what I want to deliver now.
Yes.
Oh.
Amen.
Because the soul is the DNA of God in you.
Yeah.
The soul.
Amen.
That's why I said deliver my soul. Because the soul said, I ain't resting till I'm in the dwelling place of the
That's right.
That's what the soul is saying.
Amen.
Oh, that's right.
The soul says, you the one that want that. I don't want that.
Amen.
I want God.
Yeah.
So that's where the soul is. That's why the soul can't die.
Wow.
It's the DNA of God in you. It can't die. It's going to live somewhere in eternity.
Oh, yeah.
Because when God breathed and he put his DNA in that
Yeah.
dust, and it can't die.
Yeah.
That's why I got to be saved. Because it can't die.
Amen.
Church don't mess with God and Jesus. They know what they do.
Amen.
You think you smart, don't you? You think you know something, don't you, church?
Amen.
People think they know something. God and Jesus already did this thing.
Yes, yes,
They did it before they got the dust. Dust. That's just like God to get dust. Some one thing the old lady, he didn't get dirt, he got dust. You can sit up in a house and not do nothing, just accumulate dust.
That's right. Amen.
Dust. Why? Because that's what you are. Dust.
Amen. That's right.
That's what you are.
Yeah.
Now, particles, so many particles as we in here, just releasing from our body. Dust. We can't see it. Church, it's been nice. It's been nice. We're going to sit down now. We're going to sit down. But this is what salvation is. When you see this, then you'll see that. Marvel not that I said unto thee, this is why you must be born again. When you're born again, stopping sin ain't no problem to nobody when their mind is made up. No, church.
Yes, Lord.
Sin is, when you talk about sin is for folks who are vacillating. They're not ready. Because they're looking for a way to justify.
Amen.
They're not ready, but when you're ready, when you know ain't nothing but Jesus, you don't have no problem with somebody coming. What is to stop sin? Sin ain't nothing.
My Lord, my Lord.
And then God could put you where you can't sin, really.
Amen.
Hey, where you paralyzed from
That's
the neck.
right. That's right.
You can do that. So I said, Dad, you don't have to do that to me now. I don't know what to say.
Well, my Lord.
No, not me, because I love the pretty sunshine you bring every morning.
Thank you,
Yes,
Jesus.
yes.
I love to see your glory in the nature. I like to feel it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do what you say do.
Yes, Lord.
I love y'all.
Amen.
church.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you all for watching. Have a great Sunday.
When he called me, I will answer. When he called me, I will answer. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord until I die. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the Lord. I will trust in the